Hey everybody, it's Danielle here from Dkwstyling. Okay, so if you're new to my videos, what I like to do is some kind of a hair or style or makeup tip, as well as my look of the week, which is just kind of an outfit I put together. Today is all about eyes, so I am titling this video 5-minute eyes. Now, if I look kind of weird on camera right now, it's because I have a little bit of mascara on this side, and then I don't have any makeup on this side. So I'm going to be doing demonstrating my 5-minute eye on this side. Okay, so a lot of people ask me when I have my mascara on and my makeup all done, do you wear fake eyelashes? And no, I do not. Now, I do have to say, I did a video probably like 4 weeks ago where I had some kind of clumps of lashes that I kind of used to fill in. I'm going to do a recall on that video. Do not, if you have good lashes, just leave them be and use this magical product, Lalash. L-I-L-A-S-H. It's amazing. So I had done some of those clumps thinking it would not cause any damage on my lashes because I only had them in for like 4 or 5 days, but when they came out, they totally pulled out clumps of my lashes. I don't know if I was doing them wrong or what, but then I had like a total of 6 lashes and I was like, oh crap. So then I started using this, and I've always used this, but I forget how good it works because seriously, after like 4 or 5 weeks, my lashes were back to being really nice and full, and people are always asking me, do you have fake lashes? And I say, no, just get this. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do my 5-minute eye. We're going to kind of just start and get going. So what you want to do is start with a liquid liner. I have 2 different liquid liners that I'm currently using that I really like. This one is just by e.l.f. You can find it at Target. I have it in black and in brown. Black and brown. And then another liner that's liquid that I really like is by MAC, and this is just called Black Track, but you have to use a brush to put it on. And I actually think this is an e.l.f. brush, but I've kind of been impressed with this. So e.l.f. brand is found at Target. Okay, so today the liner I'm going to use, because this is my 5-minute eyes today, I'm going to use this one by e.l.f. because I feel like it's a little bit quicker because you can just kind of quickly go in and paint it on. Okay, so step 1 is to apply your liner. You can kind of see that I've gone in and lined my eye with just kind of my liquid liner. I kind of like a little bit of a cat eye, so I kind of brought it, you want to drag your brush upwards. And the nice thing about a liquid liner, if you have a Q-tip, you can kind of touch it up and make it more clean if you want. Try and get as close as you can to your lashes. I literally paint kind of like right on my lashes. Okay, so my mascara of choice is Hypnose by Doll Lash. Okay, so I've gone in, I've done my lashes. You can see they're pretty long and full just from that product that I've been using. Now, a lot of times what I like to do is go in, apply a couple coats, kind of let it dry a little bit, and then go in. Make sure, I like to use kind of the point of my mascara and go in and really kind of get in at the base of your lashes to kind of give it that fullness. And then after they've dried for a second, I like to go in and even kind of just like brush a little bit more on the tips of my lashes. It just makes them even a little bit longer and fuller. For some reason, if you let it dry a little bit, it makes it a little bit less clumpy. Okay, one thing that I forgot to do before I started putting on my mascara is a good concealer that I really, really like is also by Lancome. I have tried so many different concealers, and if you've watched some of my other makeup videos, I am always experimenting with drugstore makeup. Like this eyeliner is e.l.f., so yeah, I'm always kind of experimenting to figure out what works best. Because for me, it's more about convenience, and sometimes it's more convenient to just grab something at the drugstore. So, but with concealers, I've tried a lot of different ones, and I really like this one by Lancome. It is their waterproof one. And I just love it because I feel like it doesn't draw any attention to any of your lines or your pores, and I feel like it lasts all day. And I've tried other concealers where I feel like it creases, and you don't want that. So this one's amazing. You want to go a little bit lighter to kind of highlight underneath and hide any darkness. This color for me is called Claire number 2. This was just like a little sample and it's actually almost gone, but I This is probably my favorite concealer. And to apply, normally I do this before I put on my mascara, but I sort of forgot. So I'm just going to put a little bit underneath there. And I usually cover my whole lid with my concealer and then kind of just blend down onto my cheekbone. Sometimes I even take a little bit of my concealer and blend it kind of down and around my nose. But you can see how that kind of brightens up the area, and I just feel like I get really good coverage without kind of drawing any attention to any lines around your eyes. Okay, so I've got my mascara, my liner on. If you want to line your waterline, which is kind of up here underneath your lashes, this is a good liner. It's, it's by, there you go, Trish McVoy, and you can find this at Nordstrom's. I found a drugstore one and I lost it, and I don't remember what brand it was. I need to go back on my videos and look, but I felt like it was comparable to this. Sometimes when I'm lining my waterline, I don't know about you ladies, but it makes my eyes water a little bit, so I'm not going to do that today. Maybe I need to experiment a little bit more with some different liners, but I do kind of like to go in, and I like to smudge the bottom of my waterline just a little bit to kind of give you a little bit more depth. Okay, so I just did just a little bit. Now I'm going to kind of go in with my shadows. When you're doing shadows, I recommend picking 3 colors and just kind of going with them. I, as a girl, do not have like buckets of eyeshadows. So I don't know, just pick like 3 of your favorites. Like I always like to pick like a primary color and then mix like a highlight color and another color in the corner to kind of blend. I'm really liking this one by MAC lately for the season. It's called Folly? I don't know. But it's kind of like a matte finish, and it's kind of like a wine color, which I really, really like. So with a lot of my shadows, I honestly just kind of use my fingers a lot for blending. So I go in and I start, I usually apply this color to just half of my lid, like so. Then I go in, I don't know if you have seen these before. Okay, this looks kind of funky, don't worry, I'll blend it. These are the MAC, I don't even know what these are called. These are by MAC, but they're really, really like concentrated, shimmery shadows, and they come out with like different color palettes each season. They're shimmery without being too glittery, and I love them. So I usually, a little goes a long way. I like mixing a little bit of a shimmer kind of with this matte color. Okay, so I usually just kind of put that on the inside of my lashes. And then I'm going to take, this color is called Misty, and I like it. It's kind of like a coppery color. I don't know if you can see that on my hand very well, but that's kind of the color I put on the inner corner, and I'm going to kind of blend all this. Now for like a highlight color on top, this one's like a really pale pink. And I don't know what color it is because it doesn't say, but I like these shadows because you can twist them all together and kind of stack them. So you notice with my eyes, I basically just use my fingers for all of it. But I like to go in with a brush too and add a little bit more definition to that crease. Or if you're going to put a little bit underneath, use that brush as well. So anyways, I think those 3 colors pair really, really well together. I'll kind of come close so you can see. But that's basically like my 5-minute eye. If you want to go in and blend a little bit more, And voila. So that's kind of my eyes. And you can do it more dramatic. This is just kind of like more of like my everyday. And then I'm going to finish off with penciling my eyebrows. My favorite eyebrow pencil is by MAC. It's called Lingering. And when you're penciling your eyebrows, make sure that you kind of sketch them in like a hair-shaped motion, if that makes sense. So you don't want to just like color them in. You want to actually like kind of make it look like a brow. Okay, so I just finished, and I don't know if you can kind of see, but those are my 3 colors I used. You can see I just have like a little bit of mascara on this side, but this is kind of like with the shadow, the eyebrow pencil, and everything. But you can kind of just see how that makes the shape of my eye stand out a little bit better. And that's like my typical day if I'm just going to like throw on some shadow. Like I said, I don't do a lot with the brush because I think it's just easier to blend with my fingers. But once again, I love these shadows by MAC. I just think they're cool to travel with too, because you can like twist a bunch together and throw them in your makeup bag. So I'm going to talk about one really quick extension trick for all my extension lovers out there. If you currently have rows in your hair, whether it's, you know, like a micro beaded method or some kind of beaded track, or if you're one of my clients and you have my method, natural beaded rows, and you'll notice when your track grows out how it kind of slips back and you lose a little bit of hair in the front. What I like to do, and now I'm kind of due to have mine tightened, so when they slip back, one thing that I like to do, I'm like a big fan of always adding in more hair at all times, but I made this little clip-in, and you can see I love painting a little bit of roots because it hides really well, but look how good that just kind of fills it in, and then once I have it tightened, you know, it's going to kind of move that back up where it should be and everything will blend. But this is what I do when my extensions are getting loose, and I literally just kind of clip it right on top of my track that I already have in there. And I just feel like that's a great way you can see how that just filled that side in right there. So another little trick that I like to do when your extensions are grown out and you're kind of due for a tightening. And if you have fine hair, and specifically blondes, you know what I'm talking about when you're like, what are these and why don't they ever grow? So like sometimes like if I'm having a hard time getting them to blend, like today, I will literally like take them. A lot of people say they just tuck them, which you can see how that kind of helps blend it. But sometimes they like peek back forward. Sometimes I kind of just take them and I will do like a little teeny French braid and just braid it behind my ear. You probably can't see that very well, but I'm kind of just braiding it behind my ear. And then I'll go in with like a teeny tiny baby elastic and kind of like secure the end, but that'll kind of keep it away out of my face all day. It's not going to show, but I just feel like that's a trick if you currently are an extension client of mine, or you have extensions and you know what I'm talking about when your track kind of loosens and you lose that hair in the front. Those are just 2 little tricks that I do to kind of get me by till my next tightening. Okay, so I'm going to tell you really quick about my look of the week. So for all of my videos, I like to talk about my look of the week, and today I am kind of casual. I'm really into these really cute watches. This is by La Mer. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but they're like these wrap watches. They're so cute. This one is from Amazon. Go on Amazon because they have tons of different ones right now. But I've even seen them at Anthropologie. You can kind of get them a lot of different places. And then this bracelet is super cute. This is actually just from Target, but look how cute that is. And then I got this cluster of a bunch of diamond bracelets from Anthropologie. I'm just wearing a couple of them today, but I kind of like just mixing and matching. If you watched my video last week, I love mixing like dressy and casual together. So today I have on like a super casual knit striped sweater, but I threw on just both of these shirts are actually from Forever 21, but I just like this kind of sequencey collar, and I just threw it on under this knit sweater. And then my boots that are must-have for this season are rain boots. I don't know if you can see these. So these are just by Hunter, and I just went with a classic charcoal color because I feel like it kind of goes with everything. I kept trying on the pinks and the blues and the oranges, and I just decided to kind of go with a classic color. They run really, really big, so buy them like a full size smaller. So anyways, I just have these on today with this kind of like mixing casual and dressy, and I just threw it on with some knit leggings. One thing I have to say about leggings is if you buy your leggings at Forever 21, they will only last you one season, and then they kind of ball up and you have to throw them away. So I would suggest investing in a nice pair of leggings, because if you do, they don't ball up. I've had these leggings on that I have on right now. I'm just wearing this outfit with leggings for probably 3 years, and I wash them and dry them all the time. They're from Nordstrom's. I can't even remember the brand, but they're amazing. I kind of bought an updated version this year that has some quilting on the sides, and it's really fun. So I know as girls, we don't want to spend money on basics, but on leggings, I feel like you have to if you're going to wear them as pants. Otherwise, they become see-through, and we don't want to see in see-through leggings. So anyways, that's my look of the week. Kind of an extension tip, and this video was all about eyes, and that's just kind of my 5-minute eyes. So anyways, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. For more look of the week and style tips, product tips, and stuff like that, you can visit my blog. It's at dkwstyling.com/blog. And you can also visit my website and see some of my work. I specialize in educate in hair extensions and color. Anyways, thanks for watching my videos. Subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week.